the lighting. My apologies. I'm crown chakra lit up supreme. Hey Libra, it's MJ. Happy to be here with you guys. My apologies for the slightly shocking lighting. I'm endeavoring to just keep it cash, right? I am literally semi in my pajamas and in bed. You guys like the cash vibratory. I do sometimes, although super exciting. I'm getting my old school vlog camera out and I'm intending, I've got to save, and I want to send a shout out to an internet friend who has often been there, and I am aware that there's been some challenges, and it's one of those things. It's not for lack of empathy or grace or compassion. It's integrity. And if you've been there for someone and then things get funny, and then there's a request being made, but they're not at all concerned. Like, they're not, maybe, it's like if you're asking somebody for help, it would be useful to ask them how they're doing, for example, rather than just going, I need help and you should help me. Rather than, hey friend, sorry it's been a while, or how are you? I kind of, and it's sort of these sort of layers of the way we communicate with one another, what we're open to. So my lovely, this is Libra content for you. And I have 3 planets in Libra, including Mars and detriment. So I'm somebody who will really hold the space and find the balance and want to be really, really, really diplomatic. But when it's time to speak a truth, or when I feel like I need to stand up for myself or other people, it comes out. Or if suddenly something shifts and I go, that's not balanced. Me just giving and giving and giving, and somebody else just taking and kind of not necessarily treating me very well. I'm like, that's not balance. So Libra takes effect, right? Libra, Mars is moving into Libra. There again, people talk about detriment, all that. I think it's about understanding polarities and energetics, right? So Mars and Libra isn't a bad thing, but it's maybe not as excitable as Mars and Aries, for example, right? So anyway, I digress. I've been saying that a lot in my reads this morning. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Divine guidance and loving clarity for my beautiful Libra lovers. Libra, something might be feeling a bit off for you guys this month. This is for September, by the way, 2023, Libra. September 2023. This is open to the Patreons first. Patrons get first access ad-free, and the weekly yoga is coming in September as well. So, this could be Libra as well. I think this is like headed into the month. You might be moving a little bit fast and then overdo it. You might get some sort of message or somebody invites you out, you go out, you overdo it a bit, right? You're feeling a bit off kilter. You're feeling a little bit imbalanced. It's purely probably from overdoing it. It's that simple. Jupiter's in Taurus, fellow Taurus, I believe Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus. Venus is retrograde. There's Jupiter's in Taurus, right? Your fellow Venetian sign. So there could be this sort of luxuriating sense of partying and enjoying yourself, which is all lush. And then there's just that one more drink, or one too many drinks, or one too many nights out that kind of takes you over the edge of like, oh God, I'm exhausted. But for some of you, this exhaustion could just be like a day, but there's also a sense of like, some of you are really endeavoring to move forward and find a greater sense of love and overcoming loneliness, or just feeling overcome with a sense of not belonging anywhere. The Nine of Cups is here, which is a fantastic wish fulfillment card. I also just see it or interpret it as like feeling lucky, feeling good about who you are, sitting pretty in your own accomplishments, right? And they don't have to be anything anybody else can see. It's purely you feeling good about who you are, which is fantastic, Libra. For some of you, there's a decision to be made, or you have made a decision. Something about your creative pursuits, your creative endeavors. I do feel like this is a wish fulfillment, and yet this wish fulfillment coming in is going to incite a decision that needs to be made. Maybe around where you live. It could kind of be anything. Maybe around your working life, maybe around your spiritual life. Truly, it could be anything. Nine of Cups. There's a sense of, I feel like you're having to really just ground yourself, take space, especially if this like overdoing it energy has landed for you. You could be kind of tired, right? You could be like, oh my God, I went out. Pardon me, like it's festival season in the UK. It legit could be like one too many weekends on the festival loop, and you're exhausted, a little bit downturned, right? But I think for most of you, if you just take a day or two out, or if you just kind of get on with it, you'll end up feeling better. Coming into this space of like renewal, there's a trigger, and again, some of you are feeling called to move toward companionship, love, romance, romantic connection, feeling good about who you are, creating a new vision. There again, this like overdoing it, or just some sort of message or energy comes in, it forces a decision to your hand. This is something about a new life and a new energy coming in, maybe work-oriented or just creative flow around wanting more people, wanting more fun, and still maintaining your balance, which you are and you will fundamentally. Sometimes it's just another day, but then supporting some of these energies where you might be burning the candles at both ends, or just ending up feeling a bit tired after, say, a weekend out or da-da-da. And part of that is wanting to create more love in your life, defo Libra. And the return of spirit here with the love energy is saying it's all available for you. For some, it's just taking that little bit of extra time to really connect to your heart, because your heart is open to receive. It's just that maybe there's this part of you that doesn't quite believe or isn't quite ready, you know? It's like opening a book and going, do I want, is this the book I'm going to read? Knowing that you're going to invest some time into that book, right? Is you start reading, is this the book? Maybe not. Maybe I can put it down and pick up another, until I make a commitment to read that book, right? That's like love for you. It's like, I feel like a lot of you are in that space of, what do I really want? I think you're, in a way, I kind of get a feel like you're in a good space here. Okay, maybe we go out and overdo it. You get over it, right? Maybe you feel like you're overdoing it. Jupiter and Taurus, that could be a theme for quite a few of us. Just one too many drinks on the night out, or one too many joints, or one too many cups of coffee. Where was mine, right? Like we could just be feeling that side, whoa, we're doing it, but then we come back to center. And I feel like you've probably got some pretty good tools that help you get back into that. For some of you, it's the shadow work. It's really integrating your emotional mastery and the work you've been doing on an emotional level. That's how and why you end up feeling really good. Sitting pretty, feeling good about your emotional accomplishments. Simply put, this to me is just feeling good about who you are. These are accomplishments, but not necessarily obvious. People don't necessarily see them on your fireplace, right? This is just you going like, I'm enough. When that energy is integrated and you're sitting pretty, seated in your seat of power, knowing your worth as an emotional, sensitive being, this creates the breakthrough. this creates the energy of I am now open to receive the totality of my accomplishment, which in this regard with the nines and the tarot, it's often that other person, right? So the 10 of cups, then somebody else with 9, then you create whatever, that would be 18. But anyway, one other person comes along and is like, hey, I've got another cup. You're like, sweet, let's put our cups together, right? So there's definitely some positive shifting. I just say, like, minding the burning the candles at both ends. And yeah, a greater sense of community, a greater sense of togetherness. There's decisions here, decisions. But a lot of you are opening up to love, continuing to work on balancing the energies, probably in some shadow work process, right? And being discerning, and that's something mega important for everyone, like discerning love money stuff, and to not be duped. Ideally, it's never fun, but watch out for those scams and stuff. Anywho, Libra, I'm gonna leave it there for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll look forward to seeing you guys next month, if not sooner, for the dailies, the weeklies, and of course these monthly readings. So thank you guys so much. Ooh, look, I just saw 1111 for the Libra. Hala. I love you guys. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.